Okay guys, so that's nice and dried out now, so we're just going to try a PVA and water mix with a little bit of gloss varnish, acrylic varnish added in just to seal over this puppy, and just get that dried. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add to that a powdery effect, the next coat of can't speak again, it's early in the morning here, next coat of powder, which will be wet mud. Now I am going to mix that in, the wet mud, so it's a nice sloshy thick paste, and that is basically going to give me a more muddy look around the tracks, and then what I'm going to do is, after I've done that, I'm going to do the rest of the tank, leave that to dry, and then we'll come back later and we'll have a look at how that looks. And it should look alright. Who knows, you never know with these things, it can work out well or it can work out badly. So there we go. I just want to thank everybody for all the great comments that I've been receiving lately. There's some really useful ones, and some just plain funny ones as well, which is always good to get. You know, it's worth, I always find worth reading. If I don't respond to you, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because I sometimes look at my iPad and that doesn't let you respond, or I haven't found a way of responding yet, which is more to the point. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to put on our fresh mud or wet mud, however you want to look at it. Just got to get a tray for it. Here we go. And fresh mud, here we come. Now I'm going to mix this in with that paste that I've just created. Okay, there we go. You can see it's quite thick. Actually, I don't know if you can see it that side. There we go. That should be better for you. So I'm going to add it in here, and when that's dry we're going to go back over it with just a mix of PVA and water, just to seal it all into place. Now I kind of like the extremes of muddiness and chip paint, if you've noticed. I'm not one for really sort of like lightly doing it. I like the real heavy battle damaged, and I like the heavy sort of wrecked look. Let's just get that in there. You know, I like my vehicles to look like they've been through hell and back, and not just sort of like pristine, which is not everybody's taste, but you know, these are here to please me, I suppose, really, because I've got to play with them at the end of the day. It's just a thing that I like, really, I suppose. As a kid I always liked to, every time I got a toy, I'd be out in the back garden building mud bases and fields and stuff like that, and trenches. Right, let's just hold that in place there. So just balance that there for a second while I get some more powder. So it's just the fresh mud weathering powders, but I mean you can get these anywhere. I get mine off 4-Dry, but like I said, I've ordered some of the mixed stuff. So I'll let you know when I do a product review on that, if that's any good. I'm thinking about doing product reviews because obviously I use a lot of different materials, you know, and you want to know how they work. And if I can save you money here and there by saying, look, don't buy that, it really is naff, and that's really cool. There's other people that do it as well, so if I don't do it, I'm sure someone else will pop up and say, look, do you know what, I've just bought this, don't use it. I mean, I was surprised to hear that the army painter, one guy I was talking to, he sent me a great comment talking about how the army painter stuff didn't work for him. You know, some people are gonna, I think you get the odd rough can that's a bit naff, and you get the odd good can. Because if I look at the amount of times I've used Purity Seal and it's ghosted all my figures when I've sprayed them, you know, I could quite easily say I'm never using that again, but it's just the odd can here and there. Okay, so we've got our wet mud on there. Now I'm going to go and finish the rest of the vehicle off, and that'll be it, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay guys, speak to you in a second.